Right. Looks like I've lost them for now. I have to consider my next moves carefully. These numbers are for the message service. One set is the user number, and the other is the password. A gun from the underground facility in the future. The android was using it. Why does this guy keep calling? Have I been following his orders this whole time? He wanted information, and he was trying to extract it from that data unit. Just an ordinary cop. I should stay near the station, where it's crowded. Now that I think about it, this is the same gun that android was using. The one from the future.
Hey, you! What were you just holding? Show me right now. Now do what I say and empty your pockets. This some kind of toy gun? I'm taking you in for further questioning.
Damn it.
Freeze!
Looks like I managed to lose that cop. All that running, and I end up back here. Morimura's death hasn't been made public yet. Those black suits must have disposed of the body. Okay. Let's say I did kill her. At that point, they were already coming after me. Did I lure Morimura out here? It just doesn't add up. I managed to find some good clues here before, but I'm still not sure what some of them mean. These numbers are for the message. One set is the user. An outdated transceiver for... It has a very limited... This key I had on me. It has some kind of emblem on it. Was I driving a car? Oh, the emblem appears to be a button. Well, I pressed it. No nearby car made a sound, though. Maybe it's somewhere further away. How in the world did this motorcycle get here? Did it come when I pressed the button on the key?
Voice authentication verified. A key is required to unlock this vehicle.
It's voice activated too? Is this a self-driving motorcycle?
Vehicle unlocked. You may issue commands using your voice. Please set your next destination.
Hey, who do you belong to?
Registered drivers of the Shikishima SXR-NR. A. Sekigahara and Chihiro Morimura.
Me and Morimura? It looks like I've used this motorcycle before. Then it must know where I've taken it. I'm guessing you have a travel log, right? Can you pull it up?
Displaying travel log.
Looks like I've taken this thing all around the city. But there are only two places I've visited multiple times. Aside from Sakura High, it's just this one other spot.
Set this location as your destination?
Yes. Let's hit the road. Hey, did I leave anything with you?
Invalid request. Please specify.
I want to know if I left behind any messages.
2 logs found from A. Sekigahara.
Seriously?
Begin playback?
Yeah, show me. So, did you find it? Well, your intuition was right. I'm leaving this message as a precaution, just in case I lose my memory sooner than I expect. You've still got work to do if you want to escape this world. You must acquire the data logs from 2188. One more thing, and this takes priority over all else. You can't let Chihiro Morimura execute Operation Aegis. She holds a position as a nurse at Sakura High School, but it's all under false pretenses. Stop her at all costs. My headaches are getting worse. I'm running out of time. In any case, some interesting developments have come up. I've confirmed that Iori Fuyusaka was able to use the gate. I checked the log she left behind. The ID she used was Morimura's biometric ID. Iori Fuyusaka is Chihiro Morimura. Knowing this, do I still try to stop Operation Aegis? That's the real question. Well, the answer's obvious, isn't it?
Playback complete.
Fuyusaka is Morimura? How is that possible? And what did I decide to do?
Destination reached. Ending navigation.
So this is the place. Now what am I gonna find here? Locked. This factory has to be what I'm here for.
Well, look who we have here. Sekigahara. Here to cause some more trouble? Something wrong?
No, nothing.
Let me guess. You finally lost your memories, right?
How did you know?
Just by the way you're acting. Kind of a dead giveaway. I'm surprised you even made it back here.
Do you know what I was trying to do here?
That's odd.
Okino.
You're in my way.
And you are?
It didn't work. I suppose 32% wasn't enough. You recognize me, don't you?
No, I don't.
That can't be. Focus.
Hey, Okino.
Take a good look at my face. I know you can remember.
Wait! This can't be. third-generation model. Sentinel number 19. So this is where it was transmitted. Is this a hangar for Sentinels?
Awfully persistent, aren't you? Fine. You got me.
It's basically the nanomachine equivalent of a virus program. Except it causes brain damage. The infected will ultimately lose their memories, or end up as husks of themselves. It's likely the cause of my memory loss. I know it's you, Okino.
Even in this outfit, you managed to catch me.
Have you been in hiding ever since the incident? Just laying low in Sector 5? Pills the android gave me in the underground facility in 2104. They slow the effects of DD-426. I need to stop the effects of DD-426. You're an expert on the subject, aren't you?
I am indeed. It's a code that was distributed on the battlefield. Do you know who's responsible for spreading it?
No.
Right. This is exactly why I went into hiding. Because I can't trust anyone. And that includes you, Sekigahara.
You were on the battlefield too. Yet you're not showing any symptoms.
I could say the same about you.
I'm taking pills to help reduce the symptoms.
Pills?
These.
I see. These serve as additional code for priority processing.
These aren't going to save me.
Of course they won't. All you're doing is buying yourself some time.
What about you? You're completely healthy. There must be some way to stop it, right?
I'm afraid that's impossible. It was about a year ago. I discovered a code created by 426. The aptly named DD-426. I tested it on myself in an attempt to detach the decode, which resulted in the loss of my memories. That's why I was unaffected on the battlefield.
That can't be true. You don't seem like you've lost your memories at all.
That's because I transferred my memories to my nanomachines, and I was able to create a simulated personality. It carries all the qualities that make up my identity.
Let me get this straight. You're a program that's simulating Okino?
Initially, yes. But now that I've been affixed to the brain, I've become the true Tsukasa Okino. I possess the original Okino's personality and memories. You can't even tell the difference.
But you're still not the same. The Okino from before was different.
Human beings are constantly evolving. Whether we retain our memories or not, we're never the same as our past selves. My goodness. Your pursuit of me caused quite the panic. Professor Doji wants to have me restrained. And now that you've caught me, maybe it's time I gave up. Oh, perfect timing.
Huh?
Hijiyama-kun! Over here! Help!
Huh?
Kiriko-san! What's going on?
That man!
Hey, who the hell are you? How'd you get in here?
Please, make him go away.
Hold it, Okino!
Not so fast, you bastard! You're coming with me! This is highly classified material, and you've seen too much.
Damn you, Okino! Okino.
Remember now?
Tsukasa Okino. We met in Sector 5.
Good.
And you're an AI construct.
Huh? Is that all? You've neglected to remember some rather important details. Let's try this again.
Okino, do you really have to stand so close to him?
Don't pay him any mind. He's just jealous.
Yeah, right.
Now concentrate, Sekigahara. Try to remember why you kept coming back here.
How are you feeling?
My head feels like it's about to split in half.
What about the pills?
They aren't working.
But you've taken so many of them already. They still aren't helping?
We're ready to go. Oh. There was one thing I wanted to ask you. You seemed very reluctant to go through with this at first. But now you've come to rely on this plan. So what changed your mind?
Nothing changed. I still think this is terrible. But there are some things I don't want to forget. Like that vile face of yours.
I'll be sure to preserve that memory for you.
Walk me through the steps once more.
Sure. First, I'll input a memory extraction code into you. Your memories can be saved at any time. Your consciousness itself, though, can't be saved. Then a simulated personality will...
All I need is for you to save my memories. I don't want some AI taking over me.
A simulated personality will think the same way you do. It'll be able to work together with your own brain. In other words, it will act as a support to your brain. The relationship is symbiotic. It'll teach your brain new ways to think and solve problems. But you will still be in charge of decision-making.
I hate myself. I really don't need a simulated personality.
All right. In that case, I'll simply extract your memories. After your memories are extracted, they'll be stored in your nanomachines. I'll configure it so when the decode region is detached, your memories will be backed up. We'll require an intracerebral map to save your memories, though it'll all be pointless if you end up as a husk. Your brain did have more damage than anticipated. My equipment can only do so much. I'll only be able to map roughly 30% of the region per scan. So you'll have to make multiple trips. Let's get started, shall we? Please, take a seat. I'm going to create your intracerebral map. We'll start with some word exercises. Try listing any words starting with A that come to mind. As you say each word, imagine the object in your head.
A. Apple. Asphalt. Anchor. Looks like I've lost them for now. I have to consider my next moves carefully. These numbers are for the message, sir. One set is the... These numbers are for... One set is the user number. I should stay near... I should sort out my thoughts. So the numbers were for a message service. I wonder who would have left a message for me.
You've reached the automated message service. Please enter your user number. Please enter your password. You have 2 new messages.
Hello, A. It's me. Turns out I was wrong. There are no outcomes where this ends well. My advice to you is to stop living in the past. You're responsible for your own future now. Hey, it's me. Well, you. I imagine you're pretty confused right now. Hearing this message, unable to remember a thing. So, I've entrusted a message to a good friend of ours. If you seek him out, you'll likely find him with Natsunomi Nami. Looks like I'm out of time. Above all else, finish the job. It's for your sake. Understood? What does that mean? If that message from myself was true, then Natsunomi Nami is a key figure in all this. She may get me a step closer to recovering my memories. If I can really believe what I heard, that is. I guess I better get my hands on that data unit and find out. I'll do some investigating of my own on Minami. I just need to find her first. Now, how should I approach this? I should stay near this... objective, especially for those from... If operation will never be able... That must be why An old-fashioned phone. I wouldn't mind having Fuyusaka. She may even be able to help me, but I don't want to get her mixed up. Wait a minute. When I met up with Fuyusaka this morning, a girl passed by and said she was going to the track room. Wasn't that Natsunomi Nami? I'll wait for school to get out tomorrow. Then I'll head over to the track room. Fuyusaka's at the front gate. She's still waiting for... Things might heat up again. I can't drag her into this. If anything were to happen to her, I wouldn't be able to forgive myself. Fuyusaka wasn't kidding. They're crawling all over campus. I'd better stay out of... They must be... Guess I'm steering clear of the track room. Excuse me. Where can I find someone who's on the track team?
Oh, Well, we're on the track team. Do you need something?
I'm looking for a student by the name of Natsuno Minami.
Oh, Minami? She went for a run around the school. She hasn't come back yet. Yep, that's right.
Around the school. Got it. Thanks. That's... She's the one who delivered that package to me. The one that contained the message to myself. Looks like she goes to this school too. Where'd she go? Is she messing with me? She's definitely up to something. Natsuno Minami.
Bastard! Stay the hell away from Natchan!
Wait, Yuki-chan!
For what? This asshole just held a gun to your face!
Stop this right now, you two!
Fine.
You seem to know who I am. Care to explain what's going on?
You really forgot everything, huh? Just like Shinonome. That's why I can't get a good read on you. Hard to tell whose side you're on right now.
You two. You lured me all the way over here. What are you planning?
Planning? I thought you came for him, right?
Him? That's what showed me the footage of myself.
Wrong. That's not the same one I gave you. That unit was a different one supplied by the SIU. They're the ones who had it say all those things.
SIU?
It's where those guys in black are from.
How do you... Just who in the world are you?
I'm Yuki. Yuki Takamiya.
Are you working with the SIU?
Strictly speaking, no.
Then why cooperate with them?
Got no choice. They're keeping tabs on Natchan.
So those black suits wanted me to see that footage. But why? So this is it. This is the data unit I was told to seek out.
There's a message for you.
A message?
He asked me to show it to you. So, here it is.
Natchan.
Why? Why did you temporarily erase your memories? Was it because of me?
Yes. I can't let them get their hands on this information.
My partnership with Ida. My dishonesty. You knew all along. Didn't you, Miura?
You might not know this, but you're a terrible liar.
I guess so. Why didn't you show me the data after it was analyzed? Because you took pity on me?
Some things are best left unknown.
I disagree. I should know about my own past. No matter how terrible I was. Can you link me to the logs through this message?
Sekigahara.
Please, Miura. Show me the logs from 2188. Who's the target?
leading figure in nanotech research. Chihiro Morimura.
She's a former executive of Newman Inc.
After she left the company, I allowed her to participate in Shikishima's project. The project was put on hold, but she continues working on it despite our warnings. Our company will suffer massive losses as a result.
That's not the real reason.
Excuse me.
You pushed for the acquisition of Newman Inc. And that initiated a backdoor transfer of a large slush fund.
What are you basing this on?
Morimura's interstellar development project. It was one of 12 that were showcased for the acquisition. You used the project as a cover for the real use of your funds. But Morimura's actions threw a wrench in your plans. If an international agency were to catch wind of the situation, they'll definitely launch an investigation. And that will put you in danger of losing your position.
Are you threatening me, Sekigahara?
Like I'd waste my time. I'm an assassin. A professional. If I'm expected to perform my job perfectly, then I need every last detail on my target.
Sector 4. It's another colony that's still under construction. You'll find her research lab there. I'll be heading into orbit myself next month for an inspection. I want the job handled by then, and be discreet. I've just sent over security details for Sector 4. You'll also find a security personnel ID for your use. Eliminate Chihiro Morimura and put an end to the project.
First, I'll have to confirm receipt of your payment.
What was all that about? Morimura's that one teacher, right? You came here from the future to kill her? But more importantly, the hell were you doing with that four-eyed bastard?
I'm an assassin? Morimura. So I really did do it. No. I wasn't going after Fuyusaka next, was I? And I've been lying to Miura. Was it about the change in command? No. That can't be right.
There you are.
Keeping an eye on me with your drone?
Finding you was simply a coincidence. Just like you, I'm now considered deceased. Ever since the battle in Sector 2, I've been in hiding. I wasn't too worried about you. Knowing you, I figured you'd keep yourself out of trouble.
So tell me, back on the battlefield in 2064, who used DD-426?
Someone did his research. Your Sentinel was the source of the infection. So the evidence suggests that you're the one who used it.
Guess that's how it looks.
I'm not sure who the real culprit is. However, Chihiro Morimura enacted Operation Aegis after we lost. Isn't that why you're here? To see how things went in Sector 3?
What is Operation Aegis? Just look at this place. What the hell happened?
Sector 3 was used as a trial run of sorts. It was the only terminal tested on, but it was enough to activate the self-defense system. Sector 4 will be the real deal.
The 1980s.
Once all the terminals are sealed by the self-defense system, then Operation Aegis will be fulfilled. If that succeeds, we'll no longer be able to loop. And we can't let that happen.
By loop, you mean going back in time, right? How is that different from shifting?
Well, this world was created only 15 years ago. You come from a different world, where the year is 2064. Your world never existed prior to 2049.
Never existed? But we're in 2025 right now, aren't we?
This is neither the past nor the future. That's how the 5 sectors were designed. They were created when you arrived from another world.
I've had enough of this crap. If there's really some other world, then prove it.
I take it you're aware of Miura's logs.
Logs?
Logs of the year 2188. I made an interesting discovery after studying the data myself. I learned that the real world is in 2188. We were meant to return there eventually. However, this world is destroyed before that time can come. A tragic incident indeed. Especially if it was the result of someone's careless actions. Our enemies, the ones we call kaiju, have one goal: to gain control over every mainframe in all sectors. Once that's accomplished, the 5 sectors will reset. This causes the world to be recreated, and that includes you. Morimura and I didn't exactly go back in time. We merely skipped the recreation. You're looking rather pale. Perhaps you should take your pills. Didn't you deliver those pills to Morimura? For Izumi and Shinonome-kun? You and the others have no hope of fully recovering. However, there is a way for you to survive.
How?
I'll extract your data from before you lost your memories. Then I'll take it with me to the recreated world. That should stop the effects of DD-426.
Can you really do that? So then, what do you need me for?
To make sure we can loop, of course. I intend to stop Operation Aegis so we can start over again. And if I'm going to do that, I'll need your help. Still don't believe me?
Not really.
Well, you will once you see the logs for yourself. I need you to find Sentinel number 17. I know he made a copy of it. The data will be useful in the next world, so I'd like to get my hands on it. See that drone over there?
Drone? This thing?
Yes, but don't activate it just yet. That's no ordinary drone. It's him.
Miura?
It was before the Sentinels were randomly transmitted. He transferred himself into that drone and escaped. I managed to secure him in Sector 2. He doesn't entirely agree with my methods, though. As such, he's chosen not to cooperate. It would be best if you told him you saved him from me.
Come again?
You're going to convince him that you've saved him. Then, you'll retrieve the data from him.
You're asking me to lie to him?
He received command over Sentinel number 17 instead of me. I'm not exactly sure why, but he's the only one who can track and activate it. For your sake, cooperate. I'll ensure that Miura comes with us. Above all, this is for you and Shinonome-kun. Well then. You can't use the gate at school due to structural damage. I've set new coordinates further ahead. Feel free to use that one.
Hang on, I never...
To avoid suspicion, I'll have my men continue following you. They won't be aware of our plans, however. So try not to get caught. I'm heading back to Sector 4.
Hey, Miura. I'm glad you're okay. Oh?
It would appear I can no longer rely on Shikishima. Miss Morimura, why did you have to die? Miss Morimura's death has left the Shikishima execs in disarray. Now they won't let me spearhead the Sentinel project, as if I'm just a child. I doubt my opinion will weigh much in their discussions going forward. Ayame Park, please.
That was pretty quick, Goto-kun.
I checked the corpse at the police station. It was yours, Miss Morimura. There's no doubt about it.
Is that so?
You don't seem too shocked about your death.
Well, it didn't exactly stop me. Here I am, safe and sound.
I suppose that's true. Ever since the battle that ended with the Sentinels infected, Miss Morimura has been pushing this operation as one of its fiercest supporters. This refers to the humans who can control the UFO's mainframe. Those compatible have nanomachines implanted in their bodies.
So, what did the police say?
The cause of death was a gunshot to the abdominal area. No bullet was found in the body. Though it's easy to imagine why. The murder weapon was likely from beyond this time, beyond material bullets. Estimated time of death is approximately 1900 hours. You were witnessed running off somewhere with a short-haired student. According to a pedestrian's eyewitness account, anyway.
They found a witness. This era's police really did their due diligence.
An acquaintance of Miss Morimura. Described as a short-haired male in a student uniform, most likely A. Sekigahara. There should have been that drone tracking her movement. So, anything helpful in its footage?
The timing couldn't have been worse. It looks like it was monitoring the government's movement at the time. So she wasn't even under surveillance.
I see.
Any thoughts as to our primary suspect?
The witness statement matches the description of A. Sekigahara.
It did seem like something was wrong with A. Sekigahara's memories. I wouldn't be surprised if he was our murderer.
Though it raises the question of why he bothered to lure her out. Surely a murderer's optimal scenario is to avoid being spotted at all.
Well, maybe it wasn't premeditated. He could have killed her by accident.
Well, he certainly is the type to brood over things. I can say he's not enough of an idiot to shoot someone on impulse.
Who else could it be? That man with that call sign? Some numerical name.
Logically speaking, he would naturally be another potential suspect. He did attempt to eradicate all the compatibles. He's a dangerous individual, and he's still at large. All that's left of 426 is his consciousness. I don't think I could reliably predict his behavior. He's desperate enough to do anything. 426 certainly isn't above killing. If Ida-san were here, I'm sure he'd declare 426 our primary suspect.
We know he killed at least 4 people. That's why I shot him dead in the end. If he resurrected himself as an android, maybe that would give him a chance at revenge. As a motive, it sounds pretty clear-cut.
Aside from Miss Morimura and Ida-san, 4 others came here for refuge 16 years ago. By the time I'd started assisting Miss Morimura's efforts, they'd already lost their physical bodies. Fortunately, we were able to use the data stored in Sector 0. This allowed us to meld their replicated consciousness with AI. As for how they lost their bodies in the first place, reportedly 426 is doing. He destroyed them all in one fell swoop. According to Ida-san's account, anyway. But if number 16 is to be believed, that's not what really happened. And Miss Morimura should be aware of that. I spoke with the pilot of Sentinel number 16. Back then, she gave Miss Morimura something nobody else would. The truth.
Wait, what do you mean? Could you go over that again?
Our defensive maneuvers failed. So we decided to stick to the plan. We all headed to the gate to escape. But there was an explosion while we were shifting. From what I can tell, the Type 98 we were shifting in got attacked. But that's the last thing I remember. After that, nothing.
That means... Is that how your data was damaged? It wasn't some plot by 426 after all? Just an explosion? We never did manage to completely reconstruct your data. I thought it was just that you didn't get converted in time, but... You were all dead before the shift even happened. Ida-kun, you said he killed the 4 of them. I know you did. You said he sabotaged them, killed them.
Given the chance, he certainly would have.
You lied to me?
He already tried to kill us all in the past. You know he'd have tried again if we left him alive. Killing him was the right call.
No. That means...
Miss Morimura, I have one more question.
What is it?
Regarding 426, would you say you had any particular feelings toward him?
Feelings? Well, he was certainly a good friend. I felt like he really understood me. Well, used to, anyway. Where's this coming from?
That doesn't make sense. According to number 18, or should I say, Tamao-san, I had a hunch about Miss Morimura's feelings, and my discussion with Tamao-san only confirmed my suspicions.
Goto-kun. I'm sorry for this. I know it's sudden. I need to talk to you.
Did something happen?
It's about Morimura-san. She's been transplanting 426's memories onto Juro-kun. I only just found out.
426? As in the escaped android?
No, not that one. She's using the memory data of the man himself. It was saved during the shift.
In other words, she's trying to use Juro to create another 426?
I did my best to talk her down. She's letting me handle Juro-kun's treatment now. Still, I don't think she's given up on this.
Why is she trying to bring back 426?
Well, I've been giving her some advice about it. And I understand where she's coming from, but... Morimura-san is in love with him.
With 426?
Maybe she always has been. That's why she wants him back as a human.
But she has to know the risks. He's a dangerous man.
True, but that's not exactly what she's remembering. Besides, she's the one who killed him. That guilt is still eating at her. Watch over Morimura-san. And try to keep her away from Juro-kun if you can.
I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you. I can barely take the idea of 1426, let alone 2.
So I was right. Miss Morimura did have feelings for someone. When Juro Izumi lost his memories, you aimed to use him to revive 426. Make one a vessel for the other. One reason seems most likely. You harbored romantic feelings for him.
Me? With him? You're joking. That Chihiro Morimura was mind-hacked, remember? You said so yourself.
I'd like to revisit something you just mentioned. About 426 killing at least 4 individuals. Do you really not remember?
Remember what?
You've read my files, I presume? I gathered quite a lot of material in the past. Most of it is rather outdated, including Ida-san's statement concerning those victims. In other words, your answer is objectively incorrect.
Really? Well, can you blame me? Look at this body I'm stuck with. I'm bound to have some memories confused.
If you recall, I suggested that Miss Morimura was mind-hacked. That idea was based on a certain piece of evidence I found. One particular log.
What log?
If you really are Miss Morimura, then you should already know. 2 years before you were born, Ida-san extracted some information from 426 that in turn led to the discovery of the data log in question. As for the log itself, it contains footage from the year 2188. It was found buried in the mainframe data during the analysis of 426. You seem very disturbed by me seeing that file. So much so, in fact, that you ended up deleting all of your logs. Would you mind telling me why you did that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, at the very least, its contents suggested a connection to 426. Or even that he had been manipulating Miss Morimura. The log contained a very interesting report. Apparently, Juro Izumi downloaded memories onto Chihiro Morimura's clone.
This is Tetsuya Ida. Don't know why I'm recording this. Nobody's going to hear it. Still, might as well. Not like I have anywhere else to share this. I was in the middle of a routine bug regression test, and I noticed part of the final phase had been altered. The change was made in Chihiro Morimura's host. The setting change looks like it'll trigger a memory overwrite. I don't know anything about the memory's contents, but it says the modifying user was Juro Izumi. Because someone thought it'd be a great idea to give that guy senior admin ID. And at this point, well, what the hell can we do about it? At least now I have proof. You're all hypocrites anyway. Yes, including you, jackass. So who even cares anymore? None of this matters. We're all dead anyway.
The log inconveniently revealed one of your secrets. One you were desperate to keep me away from. So you deleted it. That's my theory, anyway. Remember where this all began? It was the compatibility experiment, the one that produced you. Based off Miss Morimura's footage and your own admissions, I've completely misjudged the situation. All this time, I believed you were her. But even from the very beginning, you've been your own person.
So, what are you saying? I'm not Chihiro Morimura? If I'm not a duplicate of Chihiro Morimura, then who exactly do you think I am?
You are Chihiro Morimura.
Well, there you have it.
No, not Miss Morimura, the teacher. Professor Chihiro Morimura. The one from the year 2188. And the central figure of Shikishima's interstellar development project.
Aegis activation confirmed. The terminal is completely sealed off.
We did it!
They've changed targets. The next terminal is just over there.
They're already on the move!
Can't even let us catch our breath, huh?
I haven't hit my operating limit yet, but I'm going to dismount.
Whoa, hey, then who's taking point?
Pull it together! We don't need orders to kick some ass.
Baby-chan.
Chihiro-san.
Chihiro-san.
Look at that sunset. Just like it was back then. It's beautiful. I'm guessing you were monitoring me with a drone?
I have one locked on to you, yes. Their target's changed. They're coming back this way. It's dangerous here. We need to get you to safety.
Aw, don't tell me you're worried about me. How about you mind your own business? You already know how I feel. This is what I wanted.
Still.
More importantly, can you really afford to waste your time here? Or have you already given up? The invasion is still in its preliminary phase.
I've got time. First, I need to get you somewhere safe.
There are no safe places left. At least, none left for us. We're not safe anywhere. But you know that well enough. You're just losing precious time. Go focus on the job you're supposed to be doing.
Understood. I'll go. You'll find it safer towards the river. If, hypothetically, you wanted to know.
Wait. As long as we're both here, there's something I want to clear up. So, tell me. You were in love with Miss Morimura, weren't you? You said she was mind-hacked. But it was more about you being jealous, wasn't it?
That's hardly...
This may be our last chance to talk. Answer me.
You are correct. Is that what you wanted to hear? That I was driven by some cheap, naive impulse? That I can't think about anything else?
And that's why you brought back my memory too, isn't it? You never cared how you managed to do it. You just wanted her back.
So much.
I'm glad. You really were a slave to your desires. That's the Renya Goto I remember. It means I don't have to like you after all. Thank you. I think that's all I wanted to hear.
Professor,
You should go. After all, we still have our bet. Although it looks like I'm about to win it. I'll get back to the battle once Miwako's safe. Is someone else here? Of course not. Never mind. The evacuation route's that way. Can I bring her too? Hey! That's fine, just hurry up.